Okay, we're looking at problem 35 from lesson 5-8 on page 337. It says the table below shows the percentage of the U.S. labor force in unions for selected years between 1955 and 2005. What is the average rate of change between 1955 and 1965, between 1975 and 1985? So average rate of change is just basically the slope. Well, it is the slope. So let's write it here. So I'm going to do my change in y over my change in x. And the x are those independent values, which are my dates. So that would be the 1965 minus the 1955, which are my dates. And the time, the percentage of U.S. labor force in unions would be right above that. So 1965, 28.4, and 1955, 33.2. And they correspond. Oops. And I got negative 4.8 divided by 10, which is negative 0.48. For the next one, exact same thing. It's from 1985 to 1975. That's 18 minus 25.5. And this is the percentage of union workers in 1985. So those scores correspond. And again, I got 0.75 or negative 0.75 when I evaluated that. All right, let's go on to the next question. It says make a scatter plot of the data. So I'm going to go here to my free graphing calculator at www.desmos.com. I'm going to add a table and I'm going to put in those values. And I'm going to leave off the 19. So this is from 1900. So it will say at 55 there were 33.2. At year 60 there were 31.4. 65, 28.4, 70, 27.3, 75, 25.5, 80, 21.9, 85, 18, 90, 16.1, 95 was 14.9. Year 2000, which should be 100 years from 1900, be 13.5, and 105 would be 12.5. And I don't see it, so I'm going to zoom out to see if I can find it. Oops, that was in. There it is over there. So I'm going to move my table over here. There it is right there. Zoom in just a little bit. Oops, wrong way in. And it asked me, it looks like this looks pretty linear to me. Got some few places off, but it definitely looks linear. So that's what I would put for B. Which kind of polynomial model seems to be the most appropriate? Looks linear, which is good. It's easy to put in there. So it says use a graphing calculator to find the type of model for part B. So good thing we already put in our graphing calculator. And I'm going to put Y1 because this is what is named here. It's named Y1. Then I'm going to put my tilde sign. I'm going to say mx1 plus b. And see what I get. R squared is really, really close to 1. And that's what we want. And so we have, and look at my points, it looks like it's touching most of my points there. So we can leave it at linear. So it says use a graphing calculator to find the type of model from part B, and we did that. Use the model from part C to predict the percent of labor force in the unions in year 2020. Okay, so let's do that. Let's say f of x equals, my m is negative 0.44636 x plus 57.773. Okay, and then I want to do f of 120, and I get 4.2. So that's the percentage of labor union workers, 4.2. All right. Do you have much confidence in this prediction? The prediction looks pretty good. However, you notice that this my line is not directly on my dots, and I don't know if it definitely seems to be decreasing, but at the same time, you see I'm going into the negatives, and we know that we're not going to ever go negative. So it looks to be pretty accurate, but at the same time, I know that I can't fully trust, because after year, let's see what point this is at. After year 2029, after that year, everything is negative. So I don't think that we'll be at 0 at that time. It might start leveling out somewhere. So I hope this helps.